Last time in this 2024 PGCBL season, Dan Shallon with you alongside Casey DeSalle here from Shuttleworth Park. Bound to be a good one. Every time that these two teams meet, we're looking forward to a good one. The Stallions 0-4 this year here at Shuttleworth Park. Both teams are solidified positions for the playoffs. Stallions have locked up the number 2 seed, and the Amsterdam Mohawks have locked up the regular season. They will be the number 1 seed. But there's still a lot to play for these Stallions. They're chasing history tonight. With a win, they could notch win number 28, and that would mark the most in a PGCBL season for this squad.
And it really just shows you how good this squad has played all season long, going for that regular season win record at 28 wins. And they've just been playing good baseball all year long. I mean, pitching has been great throughout the entire year. The hitting has been up and down at sometimes, but really solid throughout the year as well. And it's always fun to watch the Amsterdam Mohawks versus the Saugerties Stallions, the 1 and the 2, the best 2 in the East. Always bound to be a good matchup, Dan.
Yeah, and like we mentioned, the Stallions have the number 2 seed in the East. They will have a first-round bye and will also host a first-round playoff game. It's seeming eerily similar to 2021 when they won the PGCBL championship. They finished with 27 wins in that season, came in as the number 2 seed, and would also host a first-round playoff matchup before facing the Amsterdam Mohawks here at Shuttleworth Park.
Yeah, another stat that's also similar is they only beat the Mohawks that year 3 times, and right now we sit at 3 wins against them this year. So, depending on the outcome of this game, we'll figure out if this is the exact same as the 2021 year when they went on to win the whole thing.
We shall see. Why don't we give a look now at our Stallions starting batting lineup here tonight. It's a little bit of a funky one. We talked to a lot of people around the team. At this point in the season, it's about having fun. These guys have put together a great season, a historic season for this squad, tying the all-time win record. But everything is solidified, so why not have a little bit of fun? Josh Blackmore will lead things off. Then it's going to be Tyler Bach in the 2-hole, followed by Matt McIntyre, Brandon Fish in the cleanup spot. Mario Trabella, he's over at short tonight, was your pack-up player of the game last night in Glens Falls. Then it's Justin Ford, Rich Rodriguez, Andrew Amato, and for the first time this season, we see the pitcher batting. Derek Constance is your starting pitcher, and he will also bat in the 9-hole.
Yeah, definitely fun is the name of the game tonight, Dan. Just a whole different look for the Stallions tonight. I mean, the catcher leading off, you never see that. Pitcher hitting, you don't see that ever. Not anymore in MLB. That was discarded a long time ago. And it's just going to be a fun night for the Stallions to see what they can do with this interesting lineup.
Yeah, we're going to see some position players come in to pitch in this game as we get further along. But the arm they're going to be facing against to start out is Amsterdam's Zach Hernandez. So far, he's sporting a sub-4 ERA on the season.
Yeah, and for the Mohawks this year, he's pitched 15 2/3 innings. He's given up 9 hits. He has 22 strikeouts on the year, has given up 18 walks as well, and has an ERA sitting at 3.44 in 11 games.
Stallions are going to try and get things started for themselves here in this ballpark. Past 2 times, lost 18-2 and 11-5 most recently here at Shuttleworth. Josh Blackmore will step in to try and change things. Stallions versus Mohawks for the final time in this PGCBL season. And man, this one is bound to be a good one. Stallions are the number 2 seed in the East. Amsterdam comes in as the number 1. Both of those will stay true to the end of the season and into the playoffs. Hernandez is ready. Blackmore is ready. And we've got baseball here from Shuttleworth Park. First pitch is down the middle for strike 1. Blackmore comes into this game batting just above 280. He's taken back-to-back strikes. It's 0-2.
The Stallions definitely playing pretty loose tonight on the baseball diamond. As you mentioned, fun is the name of the game tonight. And we do have a little challenge for the viewers, Dan, don't we?
We'll get to that in the bottom half of the inning. Josh Blackmore goes down on 3 strikes to start off tonight. One out here in the top half of the first. Tyler Bach will step in next. Bach, another guy like Blackmore, who's batting just around 280. He's played in 27 games so far this season.
Once again, the coming Fayetteville campers come on over to the first base dugout. And we also need the Fayetteville and Talon family to the first base dugout.
First pitch he sees misses inside for ball one. Marks the first ball of Zach Hernandez's outing. One 0 count, one out here in the top of the first. Here's the pitch. It misses inside, 2-0.
Tyler Bach stepping up to the plate tonight. Comes into this one leading the team in walks. Has 22 on the year.
He takes it there. It's 3-0 to Tyler Bach, and definitely not a guy the Mohawks want on the base pass to start off this game with his speed.
Yeah, we've talked about Bach all year, usually batting in that bottom of the order. A great second leadoff, flips the order really well. Gets a board for guys like Amato or Manley or Ford that usually are at the top of the order. So doing his thing again right now, Dan, just getting aboard with a walk.
Yeah, he walks on 4 pitches, first base runner of this game. It'll bring up Matt McIntyre. Bach is at first. There's one out here in the top of the first. Stallions versus Mohawks for the final time in the regular season. He takes a first pitch strike, and you would think as time goes on with the PGCBL playoffs, these teams are destined to meet again in postseason ball.
Definitely destined to meet again. I mean, both of them get a bye in the first round of the playoffs, and if both teams win that second round, they're going to be right back here in Amsterdam.
Bach goes to second. Here's the throw down. They will say Bach slides off of the bag. We saw that similarly when the Stallions lost 18-2 here at Amsterdam. That was in the first inning when Mario Cervella slid off the bag. He was caught stealing off a one-out walk, and there's quickly 2 outs here in the top of the first.
And the reason that happens here at Shuttleworth Park is because the infield is made of turf. So sliding, you have to time it a little bit better so you don't overslide and get past second base, third base, or home.
And Bach beat that throw by a good amount right there. Pitch misses outside, 2 balls and 1 strike.
McIntyre's last game was against the Mohawks just a couple days ago. He went 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout in that one.
He lines this one right over to short. DiGiorno gloves it for out number 3. Stallions go down 1-2-3 here in the top half of the first. Derek Constance coming on to pitch for Saugerties. Stay with us. So while the Stallions are batting 9 in this ball game, the Mohawks opt for 10. Why don't we take a look at their lineup here tonight? Sebastian Harden will lead things off. Then it's going to be Evan Hager. He's the extra hitter tonight. Javar Williams will be the 3-hole hitter. Then it's going to be Cade Ladahoff. After that, Jimmy Dion, Drake DiGiorno will back him up. Liam Wilson, Jake Sparks, Aiden Stewart, Steven Spolita at the bottom of the lineup. And the arm they'll be going against is Derek Constance.
Constance for the Stallions this year has appeared in 8 games. This will be his first start of the year. During the series, pitched 12 and 1/3 innings, has 10 strikeouts. He's given up 7 walks and 15 hits, and comes in this one sporting an ERA of 4.37 with a record of 1-1.
Sebastian Harden will be the first bat for the Mohawks. Batting just above 350 so far this season. First pitch from Constance is hit to the left side. Fish grabs it, throws to first. Quick out number 1.
Good start for Constance on the mound. Throws the first pitch fastball that he gets Sebastian Harden to get on top of and ground out to Fish over there at third base.
Next batter here for the Mohawks is Evan Hager. Hager's been a beast for this squad, to say the least, batting just above 370 in 28 games played. He'll take a first pitch strike.
And you look up and down this Mohawks lineup, and there's just so many talented hitters. Evan Hager, of course, you mentioned batting at 372, but he's not even the highest batting average on this team, Dan, and that's just crazy to think about.
The highest average on this team belongs to Cade Ladahoff. He's in the cleanup spot tonight, batting over 400. Hager finds himself in an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Now Blackmore thought that was strike 3, threw down to third, but it did not find the outside part of the plate. Counts 1-2.
Hager comes in this one leading the Mohawks in runs scored with 31.
Constance deals. This one's hit right back up the middle. Trivella will glove, throw to first. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. And Casey, I don't think I've said that here when the Stallions have visited Shuttleworth Park. First 2 batters retired.
Usually we see the guy coming to the plate right now leading off for them, and he usually gets on board almost every time to start off the game here at Shuttleworth Park. So I'm curious to see if he'll get on board right now in the 3-hole.
And that name you mentioned is, of course, Javar Williams, the Wake Forest product. He'll take a first pitch ball. So far this season, Williams has been on a tear up here in Amsterdam, batting 2 ticks below 350, and his speed is unmatched. He's basically the Tyler Bach of the Amsterdam Mohawks. Every time he's on base, you know he's going to be put in motion.
Yeah, definitely a guy that looks to steal almost every time he's on the base paths. And it's just tough for pitchers, especially righty pitchers, to hold him over there at first.
That one's chopped to the right side, foul. 2 balls and 1 strike. Last time we saw Derek Constance was a couple nights ago against the Glens Falls Dragons at home. He came in to shut down the top half of the 9th after Jackson Cohen loaded the bases. Constance still hasn't pitched a single inning of collegiate baseball. He's a rising freshman at Stony Brook University. The 2-1. Finds the outer half of the plate. Counts knotted at 2s.
Hey fans, don't forget to check out the speed of each pitch during tonight's game in the batter section on the Ralph Helwig Stadium scoreboard.
Constance deals. Strike 3 gets him looking. Derek Constance produces a 1-2-3 inning here in the bottom half of the first. Still no score as we head to the second. Back here in the top half of the second, Dan Chalm with you alongside Casey DeSalle. Both teams going down 1-2-3 to start off this ball game. We see somewhat of a monster truck on the field, and it's similar
Dan, that is
to how
not a
Derek
monster
Constance. Well, it's a mini monster truck. It's
That's
similar to
definitely a
how
racing car.
it's similar to how Derek Constance pitched in that bottom half of the first. It's the cleanest bottom first of an inning that we've seen all year here at Shuttleworth Park by any Stallions pitcher.
Yeah, definitely. He was very efficient in that first inning. The first batter he faced, Sebastian Harden, grounded out on the very first pitch, and then he got a broken bat ground out to Travella and a strikeout looking. It was definitely the cleanest and best inning we've seen from any Stallions pitcher this year up here at Shuttleworth Park.
Hernandez is out there for his second inning of work.
As the monster truck leaves the field here.
I guess it's more fast and furious, if you will.
Have you seen the monster truck before?
Have I seen monster trucks?
Yeah, I mean, like, they're pretty big, Dan.
I know, but it's a mini monster truck. If you double its size, I think it could pass as a
double
monster
any
truck.
car size, it'd be a monster truck.
No, but that looks like it has the decals of a monster truck. If you 2 times or 3 times larger, I think it could pass. Brandon Fish will step in to start off the top half of the second. He takes ball 1. We saw Hernandez work efficiently against Blackmore to start off this game. Took down the Weber product in 3 pitches before issuing a 4-pitch walk to Tyler Bach, and then Matt McIntyre lined out to short.
It's kind of funny you have a 3-pitch strike and then a 4-pitch walk back-to-back, just completely polar opposites of at-bats.
And he seems to be struggling with his control to start off the top half of the second. 2 balls and no strikes.
Brandon Fish this year, I mean, in the 8 games he's played for the Stallions, he's been phenomenal. I mean, he comes in with a 474 batting average, and that's really high through 8 games.
Hernandez once again struggling with his control. 3 balls, no strikes for the second time in this ball game. Here's the pitch. Misses down low. 4-pitch walk to Brandon Fish to start off this top half of the second.
Fish is doing a good job of staying patient. In the limited at-bats we've seen him in this series, that's been a really disciplined hitter at the plate, and it shows it again right there.
Mario Travella steps up now for the Stallions. And it seems like Hernandez has worked really well against the righties, but can't locate the ball against the lefties of this lineup, which has been Brandon Fish and Tyler Bach.
Yeah, both not really competitive at bats, going down, I think, 4 balls to 1 strike. And Fish's at bat and 4-0 Tyler Bach. So definitely having a tough time with the strike zone against the lefties. Unfortunately, we only have 3 lefties in the lineup, so it's not like we can take advantage of that all night. Mario Travella at the dish last night. Backup player of the game, went 4 for 5. And was hit by a pitch, had 2 runs and 2 RBIs. Had a phenomenal night at the plate.
You rarely see a guy reach base safely 5 different times in a ball game. Off-speed catches the zone for strike 2. Fish is at first. There's nobody out here in the top half of the second. Hernandez comes set, now deals. Off-speed runs inside, counts knotted at 2s. The 2-2. Misses outside, full count to Truvella. He has gone yard in this ballpark before and has been tearing it up as of late. His average currently sits at 293.
Yeah, that home run by Truvella here at Shuttleworth Park was a big one. It was a lead-taking home run. I believe it was 2-1 before he hit a 2-run home run to make it 3-2 a while ago, I think late June, but definitely a big home run there.
He works himself a walk. There's runners at first and second. That marks Hernandez's third walk in just his 5th batter. And we saw that last night. The Glens Falls pitching staff dealt 16 total walks to the Stallions lineup. And we'll already see a mound visit.
Definitely, we saw a lot of control issues from the Glens Falls Dragons pitching staff last night. Trivella just behind Bach on the team in walks with 21. Now he has 22, so must to be one behind because Bach had that one in the first. Those two will battle for the walk leader in the end of the regular season this last week.
Justin Ford will be next. He's another guy on this Stallion squad that has homered here at Shuttleworth Park. That came in the 18-2 loss a few weeks ago. But runners at first and second with nobody out. It's time to take advantage.
Yeah, we always talk about if you're hitting a ball, how far in Cantine Field would it go out at Shuttleworth Park. The ball that Justin Ford hit out here would have been out of Cantine Field by a long shot. It was a moonshot here at Shuttleworth Park. Hopefully he can replicate that right now, the big spot.
Fish is at second, Trivella at first, Ford coming to the dish. Mohawks wanting to talk things over before they face Ford, who is the leader for average in this team among qualified batters.
Yeah, you mentioned that leader for average on this team among qualified batters. In the league, he sits third in average, as well as sitting fifth in the league with RBIs. He has 30 of those.
He takes the first pitch he sees upstairs for ball one. Ford batted .638 in high school. Didn't get much play time this past year at Seton Hall, but as told, we turned it on here in Saugerties this summer. Runners are at first and second, 1-0 count. Here's the pitch. That one misses inside. It's 2-0. And when everything is said and done, Casey, you would probably pick Justin Ford as your team MVP.
Definitely this year. He leads as we mentioned, he leads the team in so many categories like average, hits, RBIs. He also leads the team in slugging percentage this year. So he's been getting it done a number of ways.
2-0. Ford chops it right back to Hernandez. He throws over to second, on over to first. It's a double play.
Just an uncharacteristic swing and contact from Justin Ford there. Hit a weak chopper up the middle, and it was fielded by DiGiorno with ease for a nice, easy double play.
That'll go down as 1-6-3. Rich Rodriguez will be the next batter here for the Stallions. Fish is still at third. There's two outs here in the top half of the second. Hernandez deals. First pitch misses low and away. It's 1-0.
Rodriguez went 0 for 5 last night, but besides that, in the 2 games prior, he's been pretty hot. Was the Paco player of the game against Glens Falls at home just 3 games ago.
1-0. He chops this one to the left side. DiGiorno gloves, throws to first. It's in time for out number 3. Stallions strand 1. They ground into a double play here in the top of the second. Still no score in this ball game from Shuttleworth Park. Bottom half of the second here from Shuttleworth Park. Stallions leaving one on base in that top half of the second, excuse me. And Casey, left on base against the Mohawks has been a problem because it's not as if the Stallions haven't been in these games. They just haven't been able to take advantage of their chances.
Yeah, you mentioned that. Here at Shuttleworth Park, the Stallions have left 37 runners on base in the 4 games prior. And all season long, home and away, in the 9 games they've played, the Stallions have left 77 runners on base in all those 9 games. So it's definitely been a really hard thing for them to do, is just bring home those runners on the base paths. If they want to win ball games in the playoffs, they're going to have to do that.
From Michigan, number 8, Cade Ladahoff.
Cade Ladahoff will start things off for the Mohawks here in the bottom of the second. Constance is out there for his second inning of work. He deals a first pitch strike. Ladahoff is the supposed PGCBL MVP this season. He's got a slash line of .407, 48 hits, 15 doubles, 5 home runs, 32 RBIs. All of that through just 37 games.
Yeah, and that's just a really impressive stat line there from a guy in the PGCBL. Leading in all those categories in the league is just so tough to do.
This one's grounded right back to Constance. He'll throw to first in time. 1 out here in the bottom of the second.
The first baseman of Howard College, number 27.
Jimmy Dion will be next.
Dion.
First pitch that he sees misses down low for ball 1.
Jimmy Dion, the second in batting average on this team. That's a .388 in 30 games.
Hits this one into left center field. Bach on his horse. He's at the wall. It's going to kick up off the wall. Dion is at second. He will stay there. It's a 1-out double and the first hit of the game for the Mohawks.
That's just a spectacular job of hitting there from Jimmy Dion. Gets an outside fastball and just takes it the other way for a long drive out there to left center field. One hops the wall.
Drake DiGiorno will be next. Up to that extra base hit by Dion, Constance had produced weak contact or strikeouts and retired the first 4 Mohawk batters that he faced, which is a rarity against this Amsterdam squad.
I think definitely the first time that's happened here at Shuttleworth Park for any Stallions pitcher. So he's doing a good job tonight so far.
That one goes off of DiGiorno. He tried to lay down bunt. It went off of him when the ball was in play. This should be counted as an out.
Yeah, definitely. When you run out of the batter's box and it hits you after a bunt attempt, you are out. So I'm curious to see if they do call him out here, because they should.
The ball bounced in front of the plate. Waiting on a call from the umpire. He is signaled out. They're going to talk it over with head coach Keith Griffin and just explain everything. The bunt hit DiGiorno on the hand as he was chugging out of the box.
Yeah, so he's going to be out, I believe. And that's just the rule of baseball. You can't be hit by your own bunt, one running out of the batter's box, and that's exactly what happened right there. So an easy out for Derek Constance, and he'll take it.
Puts 2 outs on the board, and now is just 1 out away from getting out of this bottom of the second. Liam Wilson will be next. Dead balls here at Shuttleworth Park is something we're familiar with, Casey. We saw 2 last time we were here, with the ball bouncing over the netting on drop third strikes. Those both went in the Mohawks' favor. That was in the 11-5 loss. First one tonight goes against Amsterdam. First pitch here to Liam Wilson. The right fielder misses down low for ball 1. Wilson, another guy from Wake Forest, is teammates with Javar Williams and will be teammates with the former Stallion Ethan Conrad this fall.
Of the many hitters that the Mohawks have in the 300 batting average, Liam Wilson is not one of them. He bats at .213 coming into this game through 23 games.
Wilson also a switch hitter. Opts for the lefty batter box against the righty Constance. 1-1. Grounded to the right side. Rodriguez fields it and throws to first. Constance has kept the Mohawks shut out in his first 2 innings of work. It's the first time we've been able to say that all season long. We head to the 3rd, still no score. Back here in the top half of the 3rd. Casey, it's surprising the Mohawks haven't scored a run in the first 2 innings here at home. Very rare to see that, especially considering the matchup history between these 2 squads in this ballpark.
Yeah, we've seen them score a lot of runs early against the Stallions this year. Just a couple of games ago when Liam Powell started on the mound, they put up 9 in the first 2 innings, I believe it was. Maybe it was 10. But tonight, Derek Constance is rolling so far in this one, and he has a strikeout. I mean, that dead ball bunt does help him a lot in that last half inning there with the runner on second base, but he's been doing a good job of filling up the strike zone and making the hitters work in their at-bats.
Last 2 games the Stallions have played here, they let up 10 runs in the 18-2 loss in the first 2 innings and 5 runs in the 11-5 loss here at Shuttleworth Park. So far, nothing on the board besides a lone Mohawk hit. And how about this? Andrew Amato will lead things off here in the top half of the 3rd. He's in the 8-hole tonight. And Derek Constance is on deck, so it seems like he is going to stay in this game.
I mean, why take him out right now? He's doing a good job on the mound. He's producing outs at an efficient rate. So I would take out him. I would not take Derek Constance out either if I was head coach Colin Martin. It's rare to see. I mean, actually, it's not rare. We never have seen Andrew Amato bat in the 8-hole throughout the year.
Over the 2 years.
Yeah,
he's never batted in the 8-hole.
A top 3 guy, especially last year.
First pitch he sees misses high and away. Zach Hernandez is out there for his 3rd inning of work. He's dealt 3 walks, but still hasn't given up a hit so far in this outing. That one misses down low. And we mentioned it before, Casey. Hernandez has really struggled against these lefty hitters to get ahead.
Yeah, definitely having a tough time with that disadvantage righty on lefty matchup. I'm not sure if he just doesn't want to make a mistake in the zone to the Stallions hitters, because 1 through 9, they're all pretty solid hitters. I mean, I've never seen Constance hit, but usually 1 through 9, they're all solid hitters.
That one finds the zone at the knees. 2 balls and 1 strike. Nobody out. Top of the 3rd. No score here at Shuttleworth Park. The pitch. Misses outside. 3 balls and 1 strike to Amato, and that's a very dangerous count against a guy of his caliber.
Yeah, definitely. We always talk about how he led the PGCBL in home runs last year. And at a ballpark like this, if you make a mistake and he gets the barrel on it, it's definitely not coming back, Dan.
The 3-1. Amato pops that one up to the left side. Sparks is under it. He's got it for out number 1. It's going to be one that Amato wants back. He timed it up right, just got under it.
Yeah, definitely one he wants back. A 3-1 pitch right there. It was a fastball. Amato was just late and under that one. Popped it way high in the sky over there, and Sparks doing a good job of just staying with it.
So we will see Derek Constance step to the plate. Stallions playing without a DH here tonight at Shuttleworth Park. It's Constance's first at-bat of the entire year. He'll take ball one. And he's a guy from Kingston. You see the entire dugout rooting him on. I don't know if he ever batted in Legion Ball maybe or in high school. You would know better than I do, but his first at-bat that we know of, and he's got himself in a 2-0 count.
I think he's definitely batted in high school in Legion before. I've never actually watched it. I didn't play with him in Legion, and I don't remember facing him or seeing him bat in my senior year or junior year of varsity, but I'm curious to see how he'll do in his first at-bat in the PGCBL.
He takes his first hack right there, was late on it. 2 balls and 1 strike. That one catches the inside part of the plate. 2-2, and you rarely see in any level of baseball these days the pitcher hitting with no DH in the lineup, especially after the designated hitter was outlawed in Major League Baseball. He chases upstairs for Hernandez's second strikeout of the outing, and there's 2 outs here in the top of the third.
I don't want to be mean here, Dan, but that was kind of expected. Pitcher only to the batter's box.
It was cool, though, to see the entire dugout cheering him on. Everybody was locked in. Lineup card will flip around now. Josh Blackmore steps to the plate. He struck out on 3 pitches in his first at-bat. Takes ball 1.
Yeah, you talked about how the dugout was rooting on Derek Constance there. And that was the overall message to the team tonight. Just play loose, have fun. And, hey, maybe the Stallions, with all that pressure off tonight, they actually put a good game together and challenge the Mohawks.
Seems like it so far. There's absolutely no pressure in this game. Win or loss, they have the 2 seed locked up. The Mohawks have the top seed. So whatever happens in this game will not matter. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
So Blackmore already has seen more pitches in this at-bat than his first at-bat, but is in danger of repeating what happened in the first inning, a strikeout.
1-2. Misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Josh Blackmore. And when that pressure is taken off of you, a lot of the guys play a lot more loose in the first 4 matchups here at Shuttleworth Park. It was a big battle for first place as Blackmore goes down once again, his second strikeout of the game. Stallions go down 1-2-3 here in the top half of the third. Still no score from Shuttleworth Park. Bottom of the third here from Shuttleworth Park. Dan Shalom with you alongside Casey DeSalle here in the Pack Hub broadcast booth. And definitely not what many Stallions fans were expecting here tonight. Stallions haven't surrendered a run in 2 innings, and in their past 2 trips here, they've surrendered a cumulative 15 in the first 2 innings.
Constance is doing a good job of making his pitches and having the hitters work in their at-bats. We've only seen 1 at-bat where solid contact was created, and that was that double by Dion in that bottom of the 2nd inning. But Constance was able to get out of that inning very smoothly.
Jake Sparks will lead things off here for the Mohawks in the bottom of the third. Swings at the first pitch he sees. Ford backs up a few steps, and he's got it for out number 1.
Bob Scott.
the crowd here at Amsterdam definitely thought he got more of that one than he actually did. Sparks got under that fastball and just hit a lazy fly ball out there to Justin Ford, but the crowd thought it was gone off the bat, Dan.
Veteran and Bob Scott, please.
Next batter is Aiden Stewart. He cuts and misses at the first pitch he sees. Hits this one right back to Ford. He will play it off of the wall. Stewart is chugging to second. Back-to-back doubles and back-to-back innings for these Amsterdam Mohawks, and there's a runner at second with one out.
Very similar start to this third inning that the second inning of the Mohawks had. An out to start off the inning and then a double off the wall. So if the theme stays true, we might get a bunt here that will end up being an out.
Steven Spalita will be next. Stewart is at second. Back-to-back innings where the Mohawks have had a one-out double. First pitch from Constance misses outside for ball one. Constance steals. That one's hit off the end of the bat to the left side. Amato is chasing. He makes a beautiful diving catch for out number two.
I'm sure Derek Constance will give Andrew Amato a big thank you at the end of this half inning. That's a run-saving play right there by Andrew Amato. And we talk about how good his bat is, but really, he's a great player in the field as well. It makes it a fantastic diving play there to save a run and take some pressure off Constance here in the bottom of the third.
And the way we're set up here at Shuttleworth Park, some of the field is obstructed, but Amato went full Superman to make that grab and prevent the first run of this game from scoring. It'll be the top of the lineup for the Mohawks here with two outs. Sebastian Harden stepping in. He grounded out to third base in his first at-bat. And Casey, I want to go back to the dimensions of the park here for a second. Aiden Stewart's double probably would have been an out at Cantine Field. And that ball hit by Steven Spalito would have most likely gotten down for a double on the left side.
Definitely. It's just 280 down the line here at Shuttleworth Park to both sides. And then Cantine's 330, so that's 50 feet that you're taking off with the walls. And that makes for tougher for bloopers to come in and for outfielders to play it behind them because it's going to go off the wall or over the wall.
We see Jackson Cohen getting warm for the Stallions out there in the pen. Constance comes set. Stewart is at second. 2-1 count. He chops that one foul. Count is 2-2.
Constance is one strike away for stranding a runner at second base for the second inning in a row.
2-2 count. 2 outs. Bottom of the third. Constance trying to get out of this inning unscathed. Here's the pitch. That one just misses at the top of the zone, and the count goes full.
That's a good 2-2 pitch there from Derek Constance. A curveball just off the outside corner. They can get a lot of players to swing and miss, but Harden doing a good job of staying disciplined right there.
Here's the payoff. Strike three gets him looking. Constance ends the inning just like he did in the first with a strike three looking call. Stallions have held the Mohawks scoreless through 3 innings of play here at Shuttleworth Park. Top of the fourth here from Shuttleworth Park. Dan Schaum with you, alongside Casey DeSell. And Casey, for neither team to score through 3 innings here at Shuttleworth Park is especially shocking, considered the amount of firepower that both of these offenses have.
Definitely, in the matchups we've seen all year long, I don't think we've had a game go scoreless through the first 3 innings. There's usually at least 1 run on the board through the first 3. In their last matchup at Canchine, the Stallions put up 1 run in the first inning. And we talked about the last couple times here at Shuttleworth that the Mohawks have put up a lot of runs in the first 3 innings. So it's definitely a different look here tonight.
It'll be Tyler Bach, Matt McIntyre, and Brandon Fish coming up for the Stallions. And the way that this lineup is put together tonight, you earn your better bats as you get lower in the lineup. So time for the Stallions to attack.
Yeah, definitely. Our best bat of the lineup is sitting in the 9-hole. I'm only joking.
Derek Constance put together a good at-bat. He got 2 balls on the board.
Yeah, that's wasted pitches from the arm on the other side, I guess. But I know what you're saying. When you have Amato, Rodriguez, Ford, Trabella, Brandon Fish, it just gets really good as you go down. But even the top order, 2 guys have been pretty solid all year, Blackmore and Bach. So always going to be a good lineup for the Stallions, especially coming down into the playoffs this last week of the regular season.
Aaron Hernandez is out. Zach Hernandez is out there for his 4th inning of work. First pitch that Tyler Bach sees, he fouls off of his foot.
Tyler Bach, in his first at bat, walked and then later was caught stealing, trying to steal second base. We mentioned all night, though, Hernandez has had his troubles against lefties at the dish. He walked Bach, and then he walked Brandon Fish later, and was in a 3-1 count to Andrew Amato.
He's worked himself into a 2-1 count here after taking strike 1. That one misses on the inside. Bach saying that he got clipped. Home plate umpire says no. The count will stay at 3-1.
And so once again, Zach Hernandez on the mound is having a tough time locating against the lefties.
3 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Second walk of the day for Tyler Bach. And now for the 3rd straight inning, the Stallions will have some pressure put onto Zach Hernandez.
Yep, as I mentioned earlier, Tyler Bach leads this team in walks, now has 24 on the year.
Bach did try and steal second in that first, beat the throw, but slid off the bag with the turf infield. Matt McIntyre is next.
McIntyre hit a solid line drive in the top of the first inning, but hit it right at DiGiorno at shortstop.
Hits this one foul to the right side for strike 1. Stallions searching to win tonight here at Shuttleworth Park. If they are unable to win, it'll be the first season since 2019 where they go 0-5 at Shuttleworth Park. The 0-1 misses outside. In McIntyre's first at-bat, he slapped a ball over to DiGiorno at short, just to the wrong place.
Yeah, definitely. He hit that ball really hard, just right at him. That's just unfortunate. You can't do anything about that. Nothing to hang your head over when you make such solid contact like that. There is some motion in the Amsterdam Mohawks bullpen out in right field.
We'll see when and if it's time for a pitching change for both squads. We know Jackson Cohen is warming in the Stallions bullpen. Unsure if he will come in to start the bottom of the 4th or if it'll be Derek Constance. The 2-1. McIntyre loops this one into shallow center field. Williams is coming on, but it'll end up being Stewart who makes the play. 1 out here in the top of the 4th.
If the Stallions, we've talked about it before, Dan, if the Stallions want to win this ball game, they have to get these runners that get on board across home plate. They've had a tough time as of late leaving runners on base, and it's just something you can't do in the playoffs if they want to beat the Mohawks or the Diamond Dogs, whoever they face first round as well, or second round, excuse me.
Bach gets his lead off of first. Fish takes a first pitch ball. And it's really staggering to see Zach Hernandez's struggles versus the lefties in this lineup and his dominance against the righties. One out. Fish lines a ball foul to the right side.
Fish absolutely smoked that ball, just a little ahead of that fastball right there. Look for him to wait on this one and hopefully drive it down the right field line.
Last time Fish was here, he did have an RBI double. Bach leads off of first. Seemed like it was a pitch out there from Hernandez. They wanted to keep a close eye on Bach over at first.
Bach does lead this team in stolen bases right now with 9, so Sweda definitely knows that behind the dish, keeping a close eye on him at first base.
Fish hits that one off of his left foot. Count goes to 2-2. Mario Trivella on deck. 1 out here in the top of the 4th. Still no score. Stallions also do not have a hit so far in this ball game, but have had 4 runners on by way of the walk. The pitch misses down low. The count will go full. You got to imagine Tyler Bach will be put in motion on this pitch.
Definitely 3-2 pitch here. Don't know what you're going to expect from Hernandez on the mound. It could be a fastball, it could be a curveball, but just to cause some commotion right now on this pitch and put some pressure on Splita behind the plate and Hernandez on the mound.
He will go. Fish chops that one foul, and we'll do it again.
Bach got a great jump on that pitch. Unfortunately, Fish had to foul it off or else he'd strike out. But if it did get by, he was definitely going to be safe at second base.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Top half of the 4th, Tyler Bach at first. Here's the pitch. Misses high and away. It's Fish's second walk of the day, and there'll be runners at first and second with 1 out for Mario Trivella. Stallions had this scenario in the second before Justin Ford grounded into a 1-6-3 double play.
This is a big spot for Trivella. Had 2 RBIs last night with Bach on second base. Could drive home another RBI right now.
Has reached base safely today, earned a walk in the second. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Hernandez comes set. Now deals. First pitch misses outside for ball 1.
And now you're really seeing some control issues from Zach Hernandez on the mound right now. We talked about it to the lefties, but he's been a little wild against the righties as well.
Lots of speed on the base pass right now in the form of Tyler Bach and Brandon Fish. The 1-0. Trivella takes it outside. 2 balls, no strikes.
This is a dangerous count to be in, too, Mario Trivella. Trivella is among the leaders on this team in RBIs. He has 23 on the year. He also has 21 walks, so he's been getting it done a number of ways for the Stallions this year. A mistake pitch to him could mean 3 runs.
The 2-0. Misses upstairs, and now Trivella is taking all the way here.
Definitely taking after a walk to Brandon Fish, and you're in a 3-0 count right now. Hernandez is in danger of walking the bases loaded.
And you would imagine a pitching change looming if Trivella is walked here.
Definitely. You know, head coach Keith Griffin of the Amsterdam Mohawks is not going to mess around.
That one misses on the outside. The bases are loaded with one out here in the top of the fourth for the Stallions' best hitter in Justin Ford.
Big spot for Justin Ford, the team leader in RBIs, average hits. He's tied for home runs with 4 guys at 2.
And it seemed as if right there Zach Hernandez and Steven Spolita were waiting for a mound visit from Keith Griffin or one of the Mohawk staffers, but Spolita had to initiate it himself, and there's still no coach on the mound.
That's not a good sign. If you're the pitching coach or head coach, Hernandez waiting for a mound visit. He's expecting one because he thinks he's doing bad, so his confidence level has to be very low right now.
Stallions have mustered up 6 walks against Hernandez so far. Still searching for their first hit of this ball game. The bases are loaded with 1 out. Justin Ford did ground into a 1-6-3 double play last time. Is trying to change that here today. He swings at the first pitch he sees for strike 1. Bases are loaded, 1 out. 0-1 count here to Justin Ford, the Stallions' best hitter by average. He takes it on the inside for strike 2. And we saw yesterday Keith Griffin talk about how the Mohawks' biggest weakness heading into the playoffs right now is their pitching. That's showing right now. Stallions don't have a hit, but have 6 walks with the bases loaded right now. 0-2 to Justin Ford. Here's the pitch. Ford chases. He goes down on 3 pitches, and there's 2 outs.
Really just a poor at-bat from their best hitter in this lineup, Justin Ford. 3 straight strikes and a swinging strikeout as a result, and that's just something you don't want to see from your best hitter with the bases loaded.
Rich Rodriguez will be next with 2 outs. Bases are still loaded, full of Stallions. Saugerties trying to get ahead first. Hernandez finds the zone for strike 1. Whatever Steven Spolita told him out there on the mound seems to be working. That marks 4 straight strikes.
It's interesting we didn't see Keith Griffin because usually he's very quick to pull the trigger with his pitchers and even his position players.
0-1 count here to Rodriguez. Misses down low. And you know Tyler Bach is waiting for anything to get by Spolita and steal home.
Any pass ball, Tyler Bach definitely has the green light to steal home and get the Stallions on the board here in the top of the 4th.
1-1 count, bases loaded, 2 outs here in the top half of the 4th. Pitch. Rodriguez takes it upstairs. This is a guy with great plate discipline, will not swing at anything that he does not like.
And that's really just a lot of the guys in the lineup tonight, and throughout the entire Stallions roster, they're very good at staying disciplined at the plate and taking close pitches that could be swings and misses.
2-1. Hernandez deals. He misses outside, and now a risky 3-1 count with the bases loaded to Rich Rodriguez.
Yeah, the Stallions this year lead the PGCBL as a team in walks with 254. So it really just shows how good of eyes they have when they're in the batter's box.
Hernandez has to locate here on the 3-1. Pitch. Straight down the middle. Seemed like Rodriguez was taking that one off the rip.
I don't mind that take there. We've seen the wildness of Hernandez on the mound in this inning, but now has to protect that plate. Cannot go down looking, swinging with the runners, with the bases loaded.
All the runners will be in motion. It's a full count with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th to Rich Rodriguez. Hernandez comes set. Here's the pitch. Rodriguez flares it over to second base, right into the glove of Aiden Stewart. Zach Hernandez gets himself out of the jam. Stallions leave 3 on base. Still no score here in the 4th. Bottom half of the fourth, Derek Constance comes out of this game after a beautiful outing against the best team in the league. 3 innings pitched, 2 hits, no earned runs, 2 strikeouts, and no walks. New pitcher for the Stallions is Jackson Cohen.
Jackson Cohen for the Stallions this year has appeared in 10 games. He has 1 save on the year, 13 innings pitched, has 16 strikeouts in those innings pitched, has given up 10 walks and 14 hits, and sitting with an ERA of 10.38 and a record of 1-1. Jackson Cohen does have the worst ERA on this Stallions baseball club.
And he'll have to face the heart of this lineup to start off here in the bottom of the fourth. It'll be Evan Hager, Javar Williams, and Cade Ladahoff. Hager grounded out over to short in his first plate appearance. Still no score here at Shuttleworth Park. Stallions loaded the bases in that top half of the fourth with 1 out. Weren't able to bring anybody home. First pitch from Cohen is upstairs swinging for strike 1.
Cohen has given up the most runs earned and unearned, 17 runs and 15 earned runs this year on the mound.
0-1. Fouled off to the right side. Hager quickly down 0-2. One, 2-0, or excuse me, 0-2. I was confused myself. The scoreboard was incorrect. A couple of fans were pointing around. That one misses outside. It's a 1-2 count to Evan Hager.
It seems like we get tripped up a lot when we come here to Amsterdam with that scoreboard. It sometimes is not right, and a lot of the times we mess up because of that.
2-2 count. Nobody out. Bottom half of the fourth. Cohen deals. Hager checked his swing, puts it foul. Count will stay at 2-2.
Cohen, after taking the reins from Constance, really just looking to continue that momentum for the Stallions pitching staff. I mean, the best performance we've probably seen against the Mohawks this year on the mound from any Stallions pitcher. Gotta go Derek Constance, I think, right now.
No doubt about that. The 2-2. Strike 3 gets him swinging. Hager is down on a K, and there's 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth.
And we've seen Cohen struggle with 2 strikes against batters this year. One of those times being up here at Shuttleworth Park. Had a lot of guys go down 2 strikes early, but they were all hitting when they got to that count. Doing a good job there of finishing off the at-bat against Evan Hager.
And you mentioned Constance pitching so efficiently. He retired 9 out of the 11 batters he faced. That one misses outside for ball 1.
Jackson Cohen's last outing was at home against Glens Falls, and that one pitched 1 1/3. It gave up 2 runs on 1 hit, 2 walks, and only had a strikeout that game.
That was in the top of the 9th when he loaded the bases. And Constance would actually come in to relieve him of that situation. This time, roles reversed. The 1-1. Misses outside. 2 balls and 1 strike here to Javar Williams. Still no score in this ball game. Very unusual for these 2 squads. You would expect something here at Shuttleworth Park already. The 2-1. Misses inside, 3-1.
Jackson Cohen has allowed at least 1 earned run to score in his last 3 outings, so they're looking to break that streak here tonight.
Javar Williams finds himself in a 3-1 count. He went down looking to end off the first inning. Here's the pitch. Grounded to the right side, foul, and the count will go full. Despite both of these teams' playoff seeds locked up, still lots to play for. Stallions chasing win number 28 would set the all-time franchise record for regular wins or regular season wins. Cohen misses up and away. It's a walk to Javar Williams, and it'll bring up Cade Ladahoff with 1 out.
Really the last guy you want to walk You're facing this Amsterdam Mohawks lineup. Javar Williams leads this team in stolen bases with 12.
And you rarely see Javar Williams in the 3-hole. But tonight, he is down there in that spot. Last time these two teams played, he led off. First pitch to Ladahoff is fouled back. He grounded right back to Constance for the first out of the second. And the top 4 of this Mohawks lineup so far in this game is a combined 0 for 6.
We've never seen that here, especially at Shuttleworth Park. Usually the top 4 guys in this Amsterdam lineup are really consistent and really good. So that just shows you how good of a start Derek Constance really had tonight.
And Casey, we always talk about it. You either have to have a lot of run support or your pitching has to be lights out when you play here. This time, Stallions getting the pitching side of that deal. Cohen misses upstairs. 1-1 count.
But if they want to win this game, they're still going to have to put some runs on the board. And the pitching has to be good throughout the entire ball game, not just the first 3.
Another check over on Williams, and for right reason. He is so speedy over there at first base. So far this season, he's got 12. One count. Williams is at first. Here's the pitch. Williams goes. Throw down by Blackmore is offline. It goes into the outfield to Bach, and he will just throw it in. It'll go down as an E2 on Blackmore, and the first run of this game sits just 90 feet away.
That's the last thing you need right now. If you're Jackson Cohen on the mound, you can live with a guy at second base, but having that runner 90 feet away from home plate is a much tougher task on the mound. You can't allow a fly ball, or it's going to be an easy sacrifice fly, especially with the speed of Javar Williams over there at third.
Sack fly does the job. The off-speed misses on the inside to Ladahoff. It's 3-1.
Now you're seeing a little bit of control issues from Cohen on the mound. Has to dial it in right now if he wants to get out of this inning unscathed.
3-1. Uses the changeup and puts it right by Ladahoff. The count goes full.
Very good use of the changeup right there, the 3-1 count. Most hitters expect the fastball. So good job of changing speeds, getting Cade Ladahoff off balance there and swinging right through it.
The payoff. Popped up to center field. This should be too shallow to score Williams. He will not go, and there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th.
That's a huge out there from Jackson Cohen in the mound. Gets their best hitter in the lineup to pop it up to shallow center field, not allowing that runner to score from third base, keeping this game 0-0.
Jimmy Dion will be next. He had the first hit of this ball game. That was a double over to right field.
He hit that double off an outside fastball. Did a really good job of staying behind the ball in that at-bat, sending it out to deep left center field, 1 hop in the wall.
First pitch he sees misses outside for ball 1. Williams is over at third. Mohawks trying to scratch across the first run of this ball game here in the bottom of the 4th. Back-to-back changeups that miss outside. It's 2-0.
Honestly, a walk to Jimmy Dion here is not the worst thing. Dion, a really good hitter, is second in the team in average, and if you walk him, you get to face Drake DiGiorno instead.
Hits this one to right field. Ford is chasing. It's going to get down. It's an RBI single here for Jimmy Dion, and it's 1-0 Mohawks.
So Jimmy Dion so far having a really good night. A double and an RBI single in his first 2 at-bats. It's only the 4th inning. He could have a really good night.
Number 3, Drake DiGiorno.
But still, Casey, giving up 1 run to the Amsterdam Mohawks in 4 innings here at home is really, really good.
Yeah, especially since we've seen the struggles the Stallions have had up here at Shuttleworth Park, allowing those runs early in the ballgame.
And Dion hit that one to the same part of the ballpark where his first hit, the double, got sent as well. 1-0 count here to Drake DiGiorno. The pitch. Flared out into left center field. Ford is coming on. He makes the play. Cohen limits the damage here in the bottom of the fourth. The Mohawks put up one. They lead it by one as we head to the fifth. Top half of the fifth, we see the first pitching change of the day for the Amsterdam Mohawks. Keith Griffin opting for a Dallas Halloweeners call to the bullpen. It'll go from Zach to another Zach. Zach Hernandez is out of this game. And coming in relief is Zach Eldred.
Eldred this year for the Mohawks has appeared in 6 games and started 4 of those, has 19 and 2/3 innings pitched with 13 strikeouts, has given up 9 walks and 16 hits, and has an ERA sitting at 2.74.
First batter that he's going to have to face is Andrew Amato. Stallions are only trailing by 1. The Mohawks scratched across the first run of this ball game in that bottom half of the fourth. And Casey, you look back at Amato's first at-bat, he found himself in a 3-1 count, popped the pitch up. If he just got his bat a little bit higher, he would have rocked that pitch out of here.
It definitely had the timing to hit that one out of the ballpark. But, you know, Amato's going to be frustrated with that at-bat because he was in such a great hitter's count and just got under that fastball.
He hits this one into shallow infield, was jogging on the play, throw over to first. Off the bag is Dion. It's going to be counted, I believe, as an infield single for Amato. He thought off the bat that he was out. Waiting for what the official scoring is going to be. Mohawks haven't let up a hit to this point. They will count it as an error, so the no-hitter stays alive. Just a funky play right there.
And really, it should have been a hit because if Amato was hustling out of the box right there, he would have beat that throw with ease. But jogged out of the box because he thought he popped up for a pop-out and not a ground out.
So we'll see our second pitcher of the day come to the dish. Jackson Cohen is in the box. Amato is at first.
See if Jackson Cohen can fare any better than Derek Constance did in his first at-bat this year in PGCBL.
That one misses. And then back-to-back pitcher at-bats. They've each had a 2-0 count.
Last time when Cousins had this 2-0 count, he eventually went down on the next 3 pitches, all strikes.
Amato leads off of first. 2-0 count. Here's the pitch. Cohen way late on that one. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Good
It's all about having fun right
now. 2-0
now.
swing there from Cohen. I like it.
Why not
aggressive.
take a hack?
Swing at the first strike he sees there.
Nothing wrong with that. He swings at that one. It's 2-2.
I'll tell you one thing. Cohen's in there to swing the bat. We didn't see Constance swing the bat in his first 2 strikes he saw, but Cohen really looking to hit the ball right now.
2-2. Amato is at first. Here's the pitch. Cohen goes down on strikes just like his counterpart Derek Constance did, and there's 1 out here in the top of the 5th.
Yeah, a carbon copy of Derek Constance at bat there, both going up 2-0 and then falling victim to the strikeout within the next 3 pitches.
Josh Blackmore will be next. He has 1 home run on the season. That came here at Shuttleworth Park. Just a laser over that left field wall. And if he's able to go yard again here in this at-bat, the Stallions would take the lead. We'll give a check over on Amato. Blackmore is 0 for 2 today, striking out swinging twice. Amato at first. Blackmore sends that one to the right side, foul for strike 1.
The Stallions have yet to put a run up on the board tonight.
They're still missing a hit.
The funny thing is, the Mohawks actually have a better ERA at Cantine Field than they do here against the Stallions.
Amato is going to second. Spolita struggled with the throw. First runner in scoring position that the Stallions haven't walked over in this game. Amato is at second with 1 out.
So overall, the Mohawks have a 4.5 ERA here against the Stallions, but at Cantine Field they have a 2.36 ERA.
And that was on full display in that 8-1 victory a couple of nights ago for the Mohawks over the Stallions at Cantine Field.
Definitely shut down the Stallions.
0-2 count to Josh Blackmore. Amato at second. Here's the pitch. He takes upstairs. It's 1-2. That stolen base goes down as Amato's 4th of the season. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Blackmore sends that one into center field. Williams is chasing it. He makes the play. Amato is going to tag to third. He will get there easily. A productive out number 2, and now the tying run in this game sits just 90 feet away.
Definitely a productive out there from Josh Blackmore, but you have to get a hit now if you want to bring it home. You can't do a sacrifice fly because there is 2 outs.
There is one option they could do. How about a suicide squeeze, considering Tyler Bach's speed in the box?
It's a play you rarely see now in baseball. I don't remember the last time I even watched that happen in a baseball game, but it is a possibility. As you mentioned, Tyler Bach, a lot of speed.
Seems like he's going to elect to swing, takes ball 1.
But they're having fun tonight, Dan. They're going to get up in the box and get ready to swing. There's no bunting tonight.
Amato is at third. There's 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Bach checks his swing. He does not go. Pitch misses upstairs. 2 balls and no strikes.
Bach working himself into another good hitter's count. In the first 2 at-bats, he walked on 4 pitches in the first one, and then he walked in the 4th as well.
2-0 count to Tyler Bach. Andrew Amato at third. He takes upstairs. It's now 3-0.
Bach's just really trying to rack up those walks tonight, huh?
That OBP will skyrocket after this game. 3-0 count. Bach takes it right down the middle. It's 3-1.
You mentioned that OBP coming into this game was sitting at a 474, so he's almost on base in half of his at-bats.
Video game numbers out of Tyler Bach. The 3-1. catches the inside part of the plate. Bach was getting ready to take off his gear and head to first, but the count will go full.
If Tyler Bach does get a board here with the walk or a hit, it'll definitely push his OBP probably above 500.
The payoff. A late swing and a miss for strike 3. Stallions leave Amato stranded at third. Mohawks still leading this one 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
No runs, no hits, 1.
So you see the graphic on your screen. Ryan Rescio is in to pitch now. And this is pretty much how it's going to go for the rest of this game. Stallions are going to filter through their position players, as there's no reason to waste your arms now and risk any injury. So we have a little bit of a game. Which position player will deal the least amount of pitches in a singular inning? Ryan Rescio starts off. Mike Cuello, Tyler Bach, Jarrett May, Andrew Amato, Justin Ford, Nate Manley, and Matt McIntyre are your options. Leave your answer in the comments. We will pick a winner if you guess it correctly, and if you win, you will win a free piece of Stallions merch.
I'm excited to see this competition go down, Dan. As you mentioned, doesn't really matter. Can't move out of second place, can't move to first place. So Stallions going to have a little bit of fun in this last week, I guess.
And I did get the scouting report on Ryan Rescio. He told me he pitched an inning and a third in the Northwoods League, where he spent last summer. In that outing, 2 strikeouts, topped 83 miles per hour, with the fastball. First batter,
say 93. Why is he not pitching right now?
First batter that he faces here is Liam Wilson, the right fielder, 2-0 count.
I mean, currently, Ryan Rescio's ERA, it's at 0.
Josh Blackmore leads the team among position players for ERA. Actually pitched here at Shuttleworth Park, a 1-2-3 strikeout against Jake Sparks to end off the 6th inning. That was in that 18-2 bludgeoning a couple of weeks ago. Rescio locates the first pitch of his outing. It's 3-1.
The first strike Rescio has dealt in the PGCBL.
Once again, leave those comments as to who you think will pitch the least amount of pitches in an inning. That one's lined to the right side. McIntyre with a great scoop for out number 1.
That's an amazing play by Matt McIntyre over there at first base. That ball was absolutely rocked by Wilson and just did a good job of scooping it and getting the out.
Jake Sparks will step in next. Sparks is the only member of this Amsterdam squad to strike out to a Stallions position player this year. Trying to change that here in this at-bat. He swings at the first pitch he sees for strike 1.
So Ryan Rescio right now, perfect in his PGCBL.
I'm going to take Jarrett May as my pick. Who's going to be yours?
I need to see all the options again. Hold on.
Here, I'll give you the list. Who are you going to pick?
I'm going to have to go with my guy, Nate Manley.
We see the off-speed there from Ryan Rescio. It just misses for ball 1. Things getting fun here at Shuttleworth Park tonight.
A little bit
And
of a
why
crowd
not?
reaction on that one.
The crowd thought it was a strike. Umpire said no. Sparks pops this one up into center field. Bach moves in, and Resio has taken down back-to-back batters to start off this outing.
So right now, among position players, Ryan Resio overcomes Josh Blackmore. He's got 2 batters faced, 2 outs. Still searching for that first strikeout, though.
Aiden Stewart will be next. He takes the first pitch outside, and the thing that I'm wondering the most, are we going to be able to see Delaware teammates Andrew Amato and Aiden Stewart face off in this game? Amato is slated as one of the options to come and pitch in this game. Stewart rocks that one to the right side, foul. It's 1-1.
Yeah, I'd love to see a Delaware versus Delaware matchup. I mean, we're having fun tonight, Dan, and that's just the name of it.
Fun is the name of the game. The Stallions are 1 out away from getting out of this inning, only being down by 1 through 5 with a position player on the mound. 1-1. Resio blows the gas by Stewart for strike 2.
There's
I don't
good on the mound right now.
Stewart wasn't expecting that one. And now, since Constance started as the 9-hole hitter, whichever pitcher is on the mound will bat, and that could help the Stallions get back into this game.
Especially with Ryan Resio, one of the hottest hitters on the Stallions lineup right now. So he gets out of his inning 1, 2, 3. He goes up and he's swinging a hot bat. He might do some damage.
And there's no rules like the MLB now where you have to be down by a certain amount for position players to come onto the mound. That's why we're seeing Resio here on the mound. He's searching for his first strikeout of the day. Has a chance right here in a 1-2 count.
It definitely blew that fastball right by Sparks in that, or not Sparks, excuse me, Stewart.
Goes to the off-speed. Stewart lines it into center field. Bach is under it. Ryan Resio pitches a 1-2-3 bottom of the 5th. Mohawk lead stays at 1 as we head to the 6th. Top half of the 6th, Dan Chalm with you alongside Casey DeSell. Casey, could you ask for a better half inning out of Ryan Resio? Took down the Mohawks 1-2-3.
I mean, you absolutely cannot ask for a better inning than that. 12 pitches from Ryan Resio right there to send the Mohawks packing in that bottom of the 5th. And that's just efficiency.
Not sure who will be next out of the pen. Once again, leave your comments as to who you think will deal the least amount of pitches. Ryan Resio, you cannot comment him anymore as he has already come into this game. So pick from the available options, and the winner will get a free piece of Stallions merch at the end of this stream.
Hey, man, if you were in this stream and you picked Resio before that happened, you're looking pretty golden right now. 12 pitches is really efficient.
But now, Casey, we take it back to what's really happening on the field. The Stallions are only down by 1, and they have their 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up here in the top of the 6th.
Yeah, I mean, the Stallions, 3, 4, 5 hitters tonight, McIntyre, Fish, and Trudella, 3 guys that are really solid bats. So we could see, and now with Ryan Resio coming into the game, he's going to be batting 9th in this inning if he does not come out in the 6th.
We see a couple of defensive changes here for the Mohawks. Manny Santos comes in at short, Tyler Figueroa at second, McIntyre skies this one to right field, Wilson under it for out number 1.
36, Brandon Fish.
Brandon Fish is next for the Stallions. Saugerties still searching for their first hit of this ball game. They don't have one so far through 5 1/3 innings.
Brandon Fish tonight has reached in both of his at-bats, walked in the second and walked in the fourth.
He grounds that one to the right side, foul, counts 0-2. It's not like the Stallions haven't had their chances in this game, despite them having some fun. They've had runners at first and second in 2 innings, and also had the bases loaded in that fourth with 1 out. Couldn't get anybody home.
They've left 5 runners on base so far in this game, and that's something we talk about all the time is runners left on base with the Saugerties Stallions, having a tough time bringing them in.
Fish takes that one down low, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Eldred uses the off speed, gets Fish swinging for strike 3, and there's 2 outs here in the 6th.
The first time that Brandon Fish has been retired tonight.
From the State College of Florida, number 2, Mario Travella.
Mario Travella will be next. He was the Pac Cub player of the game last night against the Glens Falls Dragons. Reached base safely 5 times in that one with 4 singles. He takes the first pitch that he's dealt for ball 1.
Travella's had a great year for the Stallions. He is tied for second in the league, 4 runs scored with 31. And he's also in second place with triples with 4 of those.
It's a 2-0 count. 2 outs here in the top half of the 6th. Mohawks leading by just 1. 3 straight balls here to Mario Travella.
And Travella has already walked twice in this one, so looking for a repeat maybe of last night, getting on base 5 times.
The pitch finds the bottom of the zone for strike 1. Travella definitely hunting fastball in this 3-1 count.
Travella, we know, has that power. He's hit one out here before, so definitely hunting that fastball, looking to put it out.
That one misses at the top of the zone. It's a 5-pitch walk to Mario Travella, and it'll bring up Justin Ford with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th.
Justin Ford last time struck out with the bases loaded, so you know he's looking to get his vengeance here tonight.
And Travella has walked for 3 times tonight, reached base safely 5 times. Last night has done it 3 times so far here in this game. Just speaks to his plate discipline.
And now that ties him with Tyler Bach for the most walks on his team, sitting at 24.
And it's time for Justin Ford to get going, who's at the plate tonight. He's 0 for 2, grounded into a double play and struck out swinging with the bases loaded. Stallions' best hitter for average. Skies this one foul.
Ford got an inside fastball right there, was just laid on it and popped it up over our heads here behind home plate.
One count. Travella is at first. There's 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. The pitch. Ford once again late on that fastball. He wants that one back.
Yeah, it's the second fastball he's been late on. He's just a hair late. Both looks like they could have been solid contact, just behind, a hair behind.
Ford did homer in the top of the 6th 2 games ago here in this ballpark. 1-2. Travella goes over to second. Here's the throw down. Not in time. Travella does a nice swim move under the tag.
That's a great call out there by the field umpire. Although the home crowd does not agree with that, Jarrell was definitely under that tag because Santos had to pick it and bring it back down, allowing Jarrell enough time to slide under and be safe at second base.
And he seems in a little bit of pain, probably just some turf burn, because you're not used to diving and sliding on the turf.
One reason why I don't agree with turf fields in baseball, I think you can slide just as good on dirt, and there's no need to bring turf into this sport.
So there's a runner in scoring position now for Justin Ford. Just needs to put a ball into the outfield, and this game will be tied at 1. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Misses upstairs. Ford pushes the count full.
Justin Ford on the year does have 16 walks coming into this one. So although he's the leader on this team in hits and average, he does walk a fair amount too.
Here's the payoff. Misses down low. Back-to-back walks with 2 outs from Zach Eldred, and it'll bring up Rich Rodriguez.
Rodriguez had some solid contact in his last at-bat, I believe. He lined up to second base.
Runners at first and second. There's 2 outs here in the top half of the 6th. Stallions chasing this game. They're only down by 1. Rodriguez fouls off the first pitch he sees for strike 1.
Rodriguez was our Pac Cup player of the game just a couple games ago against the Dragons, I believe, at home.
The 0-1. Rodriguez takes it. Nice framing there by Spalita, and he's down 0-2.
In that game against the Dragons on July 20th, he was 3 for 5 with a run and an RBI, so a very solid night at the plate.
Yeah, he poked a ball between shortstop and third base, which allowed a run to score. Needs to replicate that right here, right now. The 0-2. Misses down low. That one gets away from Spalita. Both runners will move up 90 feet.
And you see, that's what happened to the Stallions just straight back the last time they were here. It ended up being a dead ball. It happened twice to the Stallions. Strike out swinging, but dropped third strike. Ended up being a dead ball, so both those runners were safe at first.
Well, that's another thing with the turf.
Yeah,
the ball isn't stopped as much. It's a lot faster playing surface, so the ball bounces a lot more. It's a 1-2 count to Rich Rodriguez. Runners now at second and third. Strike 3, got him looking. Stallions strand a runner at third for the second straight inning. Still haven't put up a hit, but have had a base runner on in every inning but one. We head to the bottom of the 6th. 1-0 Mohawks. Bottom of the 6th here from Shuttleworth Park. Casey, this has been by far and away the closest game between these two teams so far. Pitching-wise, there's only 3 hits on the board, all those credited to the Amsterdam Mohawks.
The Stallions pitching staff has been elite tonight, really. Besides that one inning, the 4th inning when Jackson Cohn came in, he gave up that walk and that RBI single. But besides that, every inning has been clean to the Stallions, including the bottom of the fifth, when Ryan Resio came in, the position player usually plays third or second base, maybe sometimes first, came in and shut the door on the Amsterdam Mohawks.
He'll face 10-1-2 to start off this bottom of the sixth. And we do now see Jarrett May getting warm out there in the bullpen.
I believe what you said to be your pick tonight.
That was my pick, yes.
The lowest pitches.
And we'll do it inning by inning. So Resio, let's say he pitches a 13-pitch inning right here. His fifth inning of 12 will still count as his low.
So definitely, if he has the worst inning now, we won't count that against anyone that picked Ryan Resio. But if you are going to pick Resio in this inning, you have to specify that. Resio,
correct.
Sixth inning.
Or, for example, Jarrett May in the bullpen, you can still pick Jarrett May.
Yeah, definitely.
If you would like. Steven Spolita hits this one into center field. That's now 3 straight batters that Resio has retired on flyouts to center field.
Resio just doing his thing out there on the mound. He's looking very efficient. 1 pitch, 1 out right there.
Top of the order here for the Mohawks. Tyler Figueroa steps in. He came in as a replacement for Sebastian Harden. First pitch he sees, misses for ball 1. That one misses down low. 2-0 count.
Good 1-0 pitch there from Ryan Resio. Trying to get Tyler Figueroa to chase there on the low pitch.
That one misses outside. 3-0. First 3-0 count of Resio's day.
Yeah, definitely the first time we've seen Ryan Resio in any kind of trouble against anyone at the plate.
Which is just ironic to say against this Amsterdam Mohawks baseball club. That's a 4-pitch walk to Tyler Figueroa. When the Stallions had their top arms out there, they were getting rocked, but so far in this game, Resio has only issued a singular walk against one of the best batting averages in the entire PGCBL. The Mohawks cumulatively hit .318. That is best.
Now, Dan, I'm curious to see Ryan Resio's pickoff move.
That's going to be something. Jackson Natili will step in for Evan Hager. It's another substitution for Keith Griffin. He flares this one over to right center field. That one is going to get down. Bach cuts it off. He will throw it in. There's going to be a play over here at second. It's a double for Jackson Natili, and there's runners at second and third.
Curious to see when they make that move to the bullpen now. Ryan Resio walking a batter and now getting a double back-to-back plate appearances.
With runners at second and third, Javar Williams will step in. And you got to imagine Keith Griffin wants to end this game as fast as possible, especially when there are position players on the mound, where his lineup went down 1-2-3.
He probably was not too happy with his lineup going down 1-2-3 to Ryan Resio in that bottom of the fifth, so maybe a little spark in this offense now after that.
The infield is in for the Stallions. They're trying to prevent any run from coming in. Javar Williams is at the dish. He's 0 for 1 today. He's the only run to come around and score. He chases that one. Trivella makes a nice diving play. He'll go to third. Tag in time. A run will score, but a beautiful move there by Trivella nabs the runner at third.
An outstanding play by Mario Trivella at shortstop. Dives to get the ball and keep it from going into center field, and then does a full 360 and fires the ball to third base to get the runner out. I've never seen that play before. That was an amazing play.
It was beautiful right there by Trivella. Puts 2 outs at the board. Javar Williams is at first. Mohawks put their lead up to 2. They've only scored 1, though, off of Ryan Resio.
Ryan Resio, I would still count it as a pretty solid outing right now.
One 0 to Ladahoff. Williams goes to second. The throw down is not in time. It once again leaks into the outfield. That's now 2 straight times where Javar Williams has stolen second. Blackmore's throw gets through. He's over at third.
Yeah, that'll be the second error in this ballgame for the Stallions, and the second one going on or coming from a throw on second base.
Ladehoff shoots that one foul. It ends up hitting Nate Manley out there in the bullpen. That's the flaw of having your bullpens on the field here at Shuttleworth Park. It's a 1-2 count.
Definitely dangerous, especially having your catcher facing away when they're so focused on catching for their bullpen guys.
1-2. Ladehoff shoots that one foul.
Now, it would be pretty funny, Dan, if our position player, Ryan Resio, can get out the best hitter in the PGCBL, Cade Ladehoff.
Resio's done a fantastic job so far, only giving up 1 earned run. The 1-2. Goes with the Ephus. Shot back up the middle. A run will score. It's an RBI single for Cade Ladehoff. It's 3-0 Mohawks. And you got to imagine Williams wouldn't have come home if Blackmore had a more accurate throw on that one.
Yeah, if Blackmore had an accurate throw, Williams definitely would have been out, I think, at second base, and Resio would have been out of this inning.
Still, though,
sitting at 11 pitches right now in this inning, by the way.
It's only 3-0 in this game. You would think it would be exponentially more.
And that'll tie Resio's 12, so definitely not going to be better than his first inning.
No, he is out of contention. His best mark will go down as his 5th inning, in which he pitched 12. Jimmy Dion at the dish, and we take a look back now at that beautiful play by Mario Trivella. It actually ended up hitting off of Resio. Trivella with a full extension, and then makes a 180, throws it to third in time. 1-1. That one is cranked to right field. That ball is gone. It's a home run, a 2-run shot for Jimmy Dion. And Casey, that's where the dimensions of this ballpark come in to bite you. That one would have been out or at least foul at Cantine Field. It's 5-0 Mohawks.
I'm not sure if it's really dimensions or the fact that Ryan Resio is pitching this 6th inning.
How about both?
Because he's not really a traditional pitcher. He doesn't look too happy on the mound right now, Dan. I mean,
Dion's having himself a day. He is 3 for 3, a double, an RBI single, and now a 2-run home run. Resio's line was great up until this 6th. He's allowed Amsterdam to put up 4. Manny Santos is going to be at the dish here, another substitution. Chops that one foul for strike 1.
Resio just one out away from getting out of this inning. He's kind of getting a lot of runs in.
The Ephus finds the zone for strike 2.
You know. Resio doing a good job of changing speeds, keeping these hitters off balance with that Ephus pitch.
The 0-2. Another Ephus. Just misses at the top of the zone. Resio searching for his first strikeout of the day. The 1-2. The Ephus again has hit up the middle for a single.
And it might be time, I don't know, for Resio to come out of this ballgame. And I think it's going to be time for Resio to come out of this ballgame, Dan.
Colin Martin is out of the dugout. Jarrett May is slated to come in. Weber to Weber on the mound for the Stallions. Over at first is Manny Santos. Liam Wilson coming to the dish. Mohawks leading by 5. Stay with us. bottom of the sixth, Jarrett May is on to pitch for the Stallions. This is his debut. I talked to him before the game. He told me he throws a knuckle curveball. I'm excited to see that. His first batter that he faces here is Liam Wilson.
A knuckle curveball, you say? Now, in the sweepstakes, we're not going to count this inning as Jarrett May's inning because he comes in with 2 outs. So
that one's roped to right field. Santos is going to stop at second. Runners at first and second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the sixth.
Third baseman, Will Marshall, number 35, Shane Sparks.
Sparks coming to the dish now. In his last at-bat, resting him to fly out to center field.
And he is victim of the Stallions position players. He's 0 for 2 when facing a position player against Saugerties. May misses outside. It's 1-0.
Of course, the first time he faced a position player was against Josh Blackmore here at Shuttleworth Park. And Blackmore set him down on 3 pitches.
That one's hit into right field. Ford is under it. Jarrett May cleans things up, gets out of the jam, lets up 1 hit. Mohawks add 4 more. They lead it by 5 as we head to the 7th. Top half of the 7th. New pitcher on the mound here for the Amsterdam Mohawks is Manny Santos.
Santos this year for the Mohawks has appeared in 9 games, has started 0 of those, has pitched 15 1/3 innings, has 20 strikeouts on the year, has given up 7 walks, 11 hits, and has an ERA sitting at 2.93 with a record of 2-0.
First batter he will face is Andrew Amato. On deck is Jarrett May, so we will see the first actual hitter take up that 9-hole spot in this inning. And Santos is explosive with his fastball. He's a rising freshman at the University of Rhode Island.
Yeah, and he's from Amsterdam right here. So pretty sure, I mean, it's got to be a cool experience for him to play in front of his hometown crowd night in and night out.
The 0-1. Misses outside for ball 1. Stallions still do not have a hit in this ball game.
definitely want to get that hit before this game's over. Especially with the position players taking the mound now, it could be over really soon.
If the Mohawks put up 3 runs in the bottom half of the 7th and the Stallions put up nothing here, this game will end via the 10-run mercy rule. Or excuse me, 5. I was staring at the 7 on the scoreboard. Once again, the scoreboard operator here in Amsterdam, I think, is my biggest kryptonite. Playing here might be the biggest kryptonite for the Stallions, Casey, but the scoreboard operator here is my biggest kryptonite.
I kind of have to put that one on you because you're staring at the hits column.
Well, what I'm looking at right here, there's a pole in my way. I can only see the 7 on the board.
You can hate the construction crew that put this place together, too.
I do. It gives us a bad camera angle for the stream. It's like we're playing in Fenway Park. There's just poles everywhere.
That's a very fair comparison, and there's giant walls in the outfield, so Fenway Park it is.
3-1 to Amato. Takes it inside. It's another walk for Andrew Amato, and it'll bring up Jarrett May.
I believe the last time we were here, we also had that comparison of like the Yankees and Red Sox because here they play Sweet Caroline, and that's a Red Sox tradition.
They do, however, use the Yankees' Empire State of Mind when they win the ball game. So they combine a little bit of both. Jarrett May at the dish now. Our Empire State of Mind now that we're using, and then Frank Sinatra's New York, New York. My brain is all over the place tonight with these new pitchers on the mound. That one gets by Spalita. Amato goes to second. He's there in time. Second stolen base of the game for Andrew Amato, bumps his total up to 5.
That's a really impressive play there from Spalita. He's had to run that one down and made a jumping throw almost to second base.
That's a 2-0 count to Jarrett May. Pops this one up on the infield. Santos is charging it. He makes the play in foul territory for out number 1.
And that's kind of the advantage of having a position player on the mound. Although Santos is both a hitter and and pitcher, he plays the field as well, so he can make those plays for you on the mound.
Yeah, he was over at shortstop in the last top half of the 6th before moving over to pitcher. Josh Blackmore will step in now, top of the order for the Stallions. He's 0 for 3 tonight.
Blackmore has had a rough go at things, has 2 strikeouts in this game, and he threw out to center in that top of the 5th.
First pitch he sees misses for ball 1.
And Dan, just as you talk about the scoreboard, it seems like they're having issues with the hit, and it looks like it has gone down. They're fixing their numbers.
Scoreboard is gone now. Blackmore chases a slider. It's 1-1. Once again, out in front of the slider. Blackmore down 1-2.
Dan, Josh Blackmore is in danger of what?
You like when I say it. The silver sombrero.
Yes,
struck out twice
like
in this game on the cusp of number 3. Here's the 1-2. Misses on the inside. Count is knotted at 2s. Blackmore's worked himself into a full count.
Would you then go ahead and say that 2 strikeouts is the bronze sombrero?
Well, I've never thought about that before.
Well, you say silver sombrero for 3, and if 4 is the golden sombrero,
why not?
I would have to say 2 is the bronze sombrero.
Blackmore takes the off-speed upstairs. Runners at first and second with 1 out here for Tyler Bach. So despite the Stallions having no hits so far in this game, they've accumulated a lot of base on balls. So far in this game, they've got themselves 10.
They had a lot last night, too, up in Glens Falls. They had 16. So I guess walks are the thing now in
Bach,
this last week of the regular season.
I mean, it seems like the trends. Bach tried to lay down bunt right there, pulls it back. 1-0.
Speaking of walks, Tyler Bach already has 2 in this game.
Struck out in his last plate appearance, that being in the 5th. Checks his swing there. Does go around for strike 1.
Bach's not going to argue that. He knows he definitely went around on that swing.
Will try and lay down bunt now. He pulls it back. It's a called strike 2.
We've seen Bach have trouble with laying down the bunt in recent games. I mean, he was 0 for 3 on bunt attempts against, I think it was Glens Falls just a couple games ago, down at Cantine Field, I should say.
Bach chops that one to the right side. It's going to get through. First base hit of the ball game for the Stallions. Amato is coming home to score. It's an RBI double. Now Blackmore is being waved home. Bach is over to third. It's 5-2.
And then the Stallions right back in this game thanks to the bat of Tyler Bach. A triple down the right field line, went all the way to the corner out there. And actually, they're going to score that an error.
First baseman.
That one should be a hit. It goes down. No, it'll be a hit. There, that error on the board stems from the E4 earlier when Amato reached base.
Okay, so maybe they just have to put it on there.
This one's chopped up the middle by McIntyre. It will score a run. It's 5-3.
The Stallions coming back here in the 7th inning. Something we didn't really expect with the position players taking the mound now.
It'll go down as an RBI ground out over to second base. 2 outs in this top of the 7th. And the Stallions are only down by 2 with 2 position players pitching 2 innings of this game so far.
The bats have come alive here in the top of the 7th.
Brendan Fish at the dish now.
Brendan Fish has also walked twice in this game.
Walks have been the key for the squad so far. Tyler Bach delivering with an RBI triple, and then Matt McIntyre giving the Stallions an extra run on the board with an RBI ground out.
So, Dan, they've officially scored Tyler Bach's hit as an error now. It says 2 on
That
the
should
board.
not count as that. And if the Stallions do go on to lose this game and they have no hits on the board, the Mohawks will classify that as a no-hitter, but that ball was clear as day, a hit down the right field line.
Very interesting from the scorekeeper here at Shuttleworth Park. Probably just trying to preserve that no-hitter. I mean, I get it, but you can't do that. You can't take away a triple from someone that just smacked the ball down the right field line.
Fish swings through it, drop third strike. He will run down to first. Throw makes it there. And just to go back to that, the ball didn't even hit Dion's glove.
It was hit too hard for him to even have an attempt on it. So I'm not sure how you score that. An error.
And Colin Martin is out of the dugout now, discussing it with the home plate umpire. We will let you know how that goes. We hit the 7th inning stretch. Stallions trail by 2. bottom half of the 7th here from Shuttleworth Park. Jarrett May is out there to pitch in his second inning of work. So that one officially goes down as an E3 off the bat of Tyler Bach. Only one of those runs goes down as earned. So Bach will be 2 RBIs, and also a triple will be taken away from Tyler Bach, and it's simply the Amsterdam scorekeeper trying to keep the no-hitter intact with 2 innings left to go.
You just can't do that. As a scorekeeper, you have to be honest with yourself. That's a triple down the line, and that's 2 RBIs that should be counted for Tyler Bach. A guy that doesn't have many RBIs in the season would love to have those numbers, but it's just taken away from him right there.
And also an extra base hit. That one's hit to the right side, foul. That ball, similar play to the one that was hit over to Dion. And we saw it, Casey, in live motion there. The ball never made contact with any part of Dion's body, and it says it, the rule 1 of an error, it has to hit you in order for it to count as an error.
It definitely did not look like an error over there at first base.
That one's fouled back. It's a 1-2 count. And even if you take away it maybe hit his glove, that ball was hit hard enough where it was going to be a hit regardless.
Yeah, it's a tough play to make for any first baseman in this league. So I just don't agree with the call.
Stewart laces this one to center field. It's down for a base hit. Stewart is going over to second. Here's the throw in. He is safe. It's a leadoff double for Aiden Stewart.
For those of you competing in the sweepstakes tonight, this will be Jarrett May's first real inning will count. Currently sits at 5 pitches.
Steven Spolita is next for the Mohawks. Pops this one up into center field. It's shallow. Bach is chasing. He makes a nice play for out number 1.
Tyler Bach showing off the speed there,
The second baseman.
like he showed it off in that top of the 7th.
Tyler Figueroa.
Tyler Figueroa will be next. He came into this game as a substitution for Sebastian Harden. Hits the first pitch he sees to the left side, fair. It's going to go into the corner. Coming around to score is Stewart. It's a stand-up RBI double for Tyler Figueroa, and it's 6-3 Mohawks.
So that's very similar to the hit Tyler Bach had down the right field line, but they're going to obviously score that one a hit.
Anything to help the Mohawks.
The extra hitter from Cincinnati. Number 31, Jackson
Natili will be next for the Mohawks. Grounds the first pitch he sees, foul for strike 1. The 0-1 misses. 1-1 count. Natili swings through that. May's got him in a 1-2 count. Natili fouls that one off. Count will stay at 1-2. That one is hit out into right field. Justin Ford is on it. After May led up 2 doubles, he's produced 2 outs in the bottom half of the 7th.
They're doing a good job settling down right now. Hopefully we can trend Figueroa at second base.
Javar Williams will be next. He's the center fielder. Reached on a fielder's choice to Mario Trivella, and then would eventually come around to score in the 6th. Fouls his first pitch foul.
And that'll do it for Jarrett May. He will not have the lowest pitches in the inning tonight. That's 13. Resio had 12.
That one misses up and away outside. 2-0 count. Excuse me, 1-1. Once again getting crossed up by the scoreboard here at Shuttleworth Park. Williams just cue balls that to Trivella. He throws over to first. Nice play in time for out number 3.
Second great play we've seen from Mario Trivella at shortstop tonight.
So Jarrett May only gives up a singular run here in the bottom of the 7th. Mohawks lead it by 3 as we head to the 8th. Top half of the 8th, Sweet Caroline blasting through the speakers here at Shuttleworth Park. Like we mentioned, Casey, very reminiscent of Fenway Park, same type of vibe up here in Amsterdam. Once again, that hit does not count for Tyler Bach, the official scorer, saying no. So the Stallions are still hitless. They still have 2 innings to break the quote-unquote no-hitter. I put it in quotation marks because it should not be a no-hitter. But Mario Trivella, Justin Ford, and Rich Rodriguez coming to the dish now.
Yeah, we talked about that triple. That should be a triple down the line, but is now just an E3. No RBIs for Tyler Bach, unfortunately. Hopefully the Stallions can get that first hit, I do with air quotes, on the board in this inning.
This one runs in and nabs Trivella on the foot. It's the 4th time that he's walked in this ball game. And there'll be a runner at first with nobody out for Justin Ford.
Now, despite the craziness we've seen tonight, the Stallions throwing in their position players, they're only down by 3 runs here, and it's the 8th inning.
You would really expect it to be a lot worse or even maybe a mercy rule. But Saugerties has kept things competitive. Justin Ford flares that one into center field. Williams is on it for out number 1.
It's just so hard to hit a bloop single in this ballpark. The dimensions are so short, it makes it almost impossible, Dan.
At Cantine Field, that is without a doubt a hit.
Absolutely.
Rich Rodriguez will be next. Trivella is over at first. 1 out. Rodriguez takes the first pitch he sees from Santos for strike 1.
Rodriguez tonight is 0 for 3. Struck out in his last at-bat, looking in the top of the 6th.
That one runs in, nearly nabs Rodriguez. It's 1-1.
Santos having a little bit of control issues here in this top of the 8th inning.
Rodriguez just hits that one weakly to the right side. Wilson is under it for out number 2. Andrew Amato is next. Trivella is at first. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th.
Although that Tyler Bach hit was not counted as a triple, the Stallions did a good job of eliminating runners left on base last inning.
Yeah, they brought home every runner that did reach base.
That's a good sign to see moving forward for the Stallions. Something they really need to work on going into the playoffs.
That one's bounced to Amato. It's 2-0. So far in this game, this Mohawk pitching staff has dealt now a total of 11 walks.
And that's really not good for a pitching staff. Last night, the Dragons against Saugerties had 16. Approaching that number with just 2 innings left to go.
Checks his swing. He does not go. It's a 3-0 count. Any chance he gets the green light here?
I think so. In this game, we talked about the atmosphere, the Stallions dugout tonight, just playing loose, having fun. So I'd imagine 3-0 Amato gets the green light.
He does. Fouls it back. Count goes to 3-1. The pitch. Amato pops it up to the left side. This one's going to go foul, and the count is full.
This is the third time we've seen Amato in a count with 3 balls in it. The first time he popped out to the third baseman. Second time he walked.
Trivella will go to second on this pitch in a full count with 2 outs. Santos comes set to Amato. Here's the pitch. Amato drills that one to the right side, foul. He was all over that just a little bit early.
Yeah, Amato definitely saw that one well out of the hand of Manny Santos. Just a tad early. If it was straightened out, definitely could have brought home the speedy Mario Trivella from first base if it gets down the line and into the corner.
Payoff. Misses outside. Amato's second walk of the day. Runners at first and second with 2 outs for Jarrett May. He represents the tying run in this ball game.
We do know Jarrett May has the pop to get it out of this ballpark. I mean, really anyone on this team does. But it'd be crazy to see if the Stallions could tie this ball game up, especially with the circumstances.
And especially for a guy like Jarrett May, who's struggled significantly this season. To have a moment like this and tie up the ball game would be huge for his self-confidence. And you also look at his past few at-bats, especially those in Glens Falls. He's been fouling the ball off to the left side well over the 340 mark. And here tonight, the left field wall sits at 280.
Yeah, he finally got a hit last night. He's been hitting the ball really well, or hard, I should say. As of late, he's always had trouble finding the grass or finding the hole. But maybe a little bit of confidence after last night getting that hit finally.
Could be May's signature Stallions moment. A long talk with Santos. He struggled a little bit with the control. May represents the tying run in this ball game.
It would be sweet if the first hit of this ball game is the Jarrett May home run to tie the game at 6.
Runners are at first and second. There's 2 outs. May takes strike 1.
Good first pitch take there from Jarrett May. You don't want to go up looking for a curveball, so lays off that one smartly.
He takes that off speed upstairs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners are at first and second. There's 2 outs here in the top half of the 8th. The pitch. May fouls that one back. Frustrated with himself. He knew that one was the pitch.
Yeah, got a fastball down the middle there and just got under it. Had a good timing as it went straight back, but just a little bit under it, and unfortunately the result is a foul ball.
1-2 count. Runners at first and second. Santos comes set. Now deals. May just stays alive.
And May was ahead of that 1-2 curveball there from Santos. Did a good job of just barely chipping it off the glove there of Spolita behind home plate.
First and second, 1-2 count. 2 outs to Jarrett May. Here's the pitch. May chops it just foul.
That's a more hard contact from Jarrett May. Just having a tough time straightening it out.
Still 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jarrett May. Amato gets his lead off of first. Trivella creeps off of second. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. May strikes out swinging. Stallions leave the tying runners at the plate. May not happy with a couple calls in that at bat. Mohawks lead it by 3 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th. You see that 0 looming on the scoreboard. Stallions have 3 outs left to break the no-hitter. Matt McIntyre is in to pitch. He relieves Jarrett May. Finds the zone with the ephus for strike 1. He's going against Cade Ladahoff.
Good first pitch there from Matt McIntyre. Just keeping... What? That's the same pitch.
Ephus just misses. It was the same spot, Casey. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Ephus again gets him swinging for strike 2. I don't know if Matt McIntyre does have a fastball, if he's primarily going to rock with the Ephus.
I mean, it'd be a good time to throw him right now if he has one in his pocket. Oh,
back to Ephus. Blackmore gets him for strike 3.
You mean McIntyre? Or did you say Blackmore?
Well, McIntyre framed it pretty well.
No, Blackmore framed it.
It gets Rob Rispoli for out number 1. Jimmy Dion is next for the Mohawks. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Dion smacks that one to the right side. Foul. Casey, funny enough, these position players have pitched better tonight here at Shuttleworth Park than the actual guys on the staff in the last 2 games.
I mean, Webster did have a little bit of a tough inning there in that 6th inning. But
well, if you accumulate everybody's runs in
that's what
time.
you're talking about.
0-2 count. McIntyre is on the verge of his 2nd punch out of the day.
He's on a good pace right now if he wants that lowest pitch number, Dan.
Here's the pitch. Chopped over to Trivella. He'll field it on a hop. Throw to first. 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 8th.
So this is exciting for me, Dan. So Resio had 12 pitches in that, what was it, 4th inning, I believe, 5th inning. McIntyre sits at 7 right now, 1 out left. Can he do it?
He'll have to go against the pitcher for the Mohawks, Manny Santos. Santos had a single in his last at-bat. That came off of Jarrett May. First pitch he sees is hit into center field. Going back on it is Bach. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Matt McIntyre.
If you're watching at home, Matt McIntyre is now taking the lead for the lowest pitches in an inning.
And he will likely be your winner unless the Stallions mount to come back in the ninth. Saugerties down to their last 3 outs of the ballgame. Stay with us. Top half of the ninth. It is a save situation here in Amsterdam. Parker Akins is in to shut things down.
Yeah, Akins for the Mohawks this year has pitched in 9 games, no starts. Actually has no saves, even though this is a save opportunity right now. 14 1/3 innings pitched, has 23 strikeouts, given up 9 walks, 5 hits, and has an ERA sitting at 1.25.
First pitch misses down low. Manny Santos leads the game. 2 innings pitched, no hits on the line officially. 3 runs, 1 earned, 4 walks, 2 Ks. Blackmore takes it. It's 2-0.
Blackmore tonight has reached the board once with a walk in the top of the 7th. That's been the only way the Stallions have reached the board tonight. They have 12 walks.
2-0. Akins comes inside, finds the zone for strike 1.
Stallions definitely don't want to go home without a hit tonight. Blackmore, Bach, and McIntyre looking for that first hit.
Blackmore hits it to the right side, right into the glove of Dion. He'll step on first for out number 1. And like you said, Casey, they obviously do not want to get no hit officially. But the man coming up to the plate right now did have an RBI triple in that 7th. 2 RBI, excuse me. Lined ball down the first base line. Jimmy Dion didn't even touch it, the official scorer here in Amsterdam, putting it down as an error to keep the no-hitter intact. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch misses inside, and you know what I would love right now? Tyler Bach, lay a bunt down the third baseline, break this no-hitter, just because you can.
Yeah, definitely has the speed too, and we've seen him trying bunt before. He's been unsuccessful lately, but we know he can do it.
He takes the 1-0 pitch, counts knotted at 1.
Come on, Tyler Bach. Just bunt one down the third baseline and hustle your heart out to first base.
Bach fouls it back. Counts 1-2.
Count is 1-2, and I'm getting help now from this guy in the front row who holds the count up 1-2. because the scoreboard cannot keep up with it for some reason.
Scoreboard has it as 0-2 right now.
So thank you to this gentleman in the front row here in Amsterdam.
That one misses inside. It hits Tyler Bach. That is the 13th walk of the day from this Amsterdam Mohawks pitching staff.
Really, if they get no hitter, like, come on. It's 13 walks and no hitter. Like, how can you really count that?
And also a real hit from Tyler Bach.
And they give up 3 runs. So what's this no hitter really about?
You're not wrong, Casey. Usually when you do toss a no-hitter, there are 0 runs on the board. Matt McIntyre with the chance to break it here with Bach at first, 1 out. He'll take the first pitch outside. And just looking at a broader scale of things, if you're the Mohawks, you got to be worried that your staff is tossing 13 walks a week ahead of the playoffs.
It definitely. I mean, the Stallions obviously didn't come to this game with a very winning mentality, pitching so many position players. So if they're taking things seriously and their full lineups are actually in the game, they're taking advantage of some of these pitches, and it's not going to be a 3-6 ball game. They probably put up more runs than 6, honestly, with all those walks.
1-1 count to Matt McIntyre. McIntyre hits that one over to short. Rispoli to first. Not in time. That one gets past. We'll see if that's counted as an error. McIntyre sneakily could have beat it out. Regardless, it'll go down as a fielder's choice.
Yeah, I was going to say it has to go down as a fielder's choice because Tyler Bach is retired at second base. But Stallions still searching for that first hit. And I think the guy that can do it, one of the guys that can do it, definitely Brandon Fish up to the bat.
Only disadvantage he has is that he's in a lefty-lefty matchup. 2 outs. McIntyre at first. First pitch to Fish. In there, 4-strike-1. The Mohawks are 2 strikes away from producing a no-hitter here tonight. It's going to be a very controversial, tainted one, if that.
Brandon Fish in the box now. Just got to relax, really. There's not really any pressure on him. We know coming into this game, the Stallions weren't trying their hardest, but
it's an 0-2 count to Brandon Fish. Matt McIntyre is at first. There's 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. Spolita sets up outside. The waste pitch misses away. It's 1-2.
Fish doing a good job not chasing that pitch high in the zone. High pressure situation there. Good pitch to get a swing and miss. Fish doesn't want to bite. The fish doesn't want to bite.
He was being baited right there. A 1-2. He bites this time. Hits it into center field, right into the glove of Javar Williams for out number 3. The Mohawks produce a no-hitter here tonight, despite giving up 13 walks and also a ball that should have been counted as a hit on the right side to Tyler Bach. I don't know how much you like a no-hitter when you give up 13 walks and 3 runs in a ball game along with 2 errors. That's just me, though.
I really just feel bad for Tyler Bach because he's absolutely scorched that ball down the right field line. And he should have a triple and 2 RBIs on his line, but instead he gets an error and just on base.
What I will say is a positive for the Stallions, 29 walks in their last 2 games. They've been probably the most disciplined team in the entire PGCBL. Saugerties falls tonight here 6-3, even though they pitched position players for the last 4 innings of play. Do with that what you will. We have off tomorrow and Thursday. Stallions will be back in action at home against the Albany Baseball Club on Friday. Big thanks to our producer, AJ DiBenedetto, for everything tonight. For the second time this season, the Stallions fall 6-3 here at Shuttleworth Park. For Casey DeSalle and Dan Shalom, good night, and we'll see you on Friday.